Hey guys, it is Breyer here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks for fixing up model horses. This can be used to make horses LSQ to show or to just look less flawed in photography. So yeah, let's get started and hopefully these will help you out. A lot of these are pretty well known, but this is mainly for my newer collector followers, subscribers. So yeah, I hope this helps you out, and if any more experienced collectors have some suggestions of other tips, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and if I get enough of them from more experienced collectors, I will make a part 2 so it can all be explained to the younger generation of model horse collectors, or newer. You could really be any age to start collecting. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So the first little tip I have for you guys is a pretty commonly known one, but it is for getting rid of shiny marks. So shiny marks are pretty much just when a model gets a little bit of shine to them. I know he looks very shiny for whatever reason, but there's one right there, and then there's also one right here. It's kind of hard to show up on camera. He actually has quite a few. You could see that little one. So we're going to try to get rid of that one. So it is very common on darker horses to get them, but lighter horses can also get them as well. Honestly, I'm not even sure how shiny marks happen, but yeah, I have a little trick for getting rid of them. I heard about this when I first started collecting, and that is to use a pink eraser to just pretty much erase away the shiny marks. So yeah, it's basically that simple. I have never had any problems with it, but I have heard that it will sometimes like erase the paint or something, or lighten the paint. That has never happened to me, but I did hear that it has for other people. So yeah, I guess be careful. I think it happens more with vintage models. So for the newer like models, you should be fine. But yeah, so let's try to get rid of the shiny mark. So we're going to be using this one that I showed you guys. So pretty much all you're going to do is literally erase it away. So while you are erasing, like the first few little erase mark things, just make sure no paint is coming off. I do this a lot to this guy because he just somehow gets shiny marks just by sitting on a shelf, basically. So I have no clue how he gets them, but yeah, erase the little things away. And it is all gone. Wait, let me just dust them off. So it is gone. It was a little dot somewhere around there. So yeah, that is my first little tip with a pink eraser, and is a necessity for showing. I feel like there are so many models that aren't LSQ because of shiny marks. So yeah, now you guys have a little tip on making your models LSQ. Alright, so the next little tip I have is for getting or making markings crisp. So with Breyer, they do use like little, well, these are the newer Breyers mostly. They will like map out the markings and then like kind of peel it up or something like that. And sometimes some of the mapping will be left over. You kind of see in her thing, like in her like marking, that it's still you see like yellow of it. I know sometimes the mapping can be blue. I'm not entirely sure about like all the like specifics with everything that goes into that, but this is just what I kind of known or like kind of figured out. But as you can see, she does have quite a few little smudges. She's not a show model, but I thought that she would be kind of good to show you guys what to do, kind of. So what you're going to need for this is an X-Acto knife. So if you're younger, be careful because it's sharp, obviously. but I am not very good at etching. I've tried to do it before, but I really suggest watching like etching videos, and that will probably help a lot more than this. But pretty much what you're going to do is kind of etch the markings to make them not smudged, I guess. So let's try to find a smudge marking. So this marking is a little bit smudged, so this is kind of hard to do on the floor, but I kind of try. I'm definitely not doing this right, but yeah, watch it. See, it's kind of already a bit more not smudged. That was it. But yeah, I kind of just do that. But yeah, definitely watch a actual video on how to etch so you actually know how to do it, because there is like a technique to do it, so you're not just scratching up the model. I need to watch a few videos myself. I'm not really that great at it. I want to at some point take a workshop for etching just because I do really like it, but I guess I'm not really like, I don't really like etchy customs unless they're like super duper detailed, so I just never really tried it. But it is really good for touching up models with marking, since pretty much all of the newer Breyer models use this masking thing. And unlike old Breyer models where it's kind of, the markings aren't really like a crisp marking, like, if you know what I'm like saying. Like comparing his like markings to hers are a lot more detailed and crisp, and his are more kind of just there, if you know what I'm saying. Also, another thing that can be used for these X-Acto knife things is that you can use it to like kind of etch off black marks on a horse's whites. This one is super tiny. It's right there, and you're definitely not gonna be able to see it, and I can't really tell. It's very tiny, but hopefully you can see it. But if it's bigger, try to like use a magic eraser or something to get these off. Again, also I guess another little tip, I forgot if I said it in my last little shiny mark thing, but just use like a magic eraser, or just like erase rubs away, like not rubs, but like marks that you get on a model. So if it's like a pencil or something, or even like some type of weird marker, I would just try to use either a magic eraser or a pink eraser before trying to like etch it off. It's gonna be fine if it's on the white, but if it's on like the black, it's gonna be harder. Well, because if it's on black and it's a black dot, obviously you won't see it. But if it's like another color, you won't. But sorry, I keep on moving the camera. But here, you just kind of just etch it off, and it's literally, yeah, it's already gone. It's very tiny. But yeah, that was kind of, this mold is extremely tippy. But yeah, that was the etching portion of this. Alright guys, so now we're going to be fixing up some rubs. This guy is extremely dusty. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. This guy has an ear rub on his ear, obviously. So as you can see, kind of right there, it is white when it should be like a blackish brown. I fixed up his other ear before. He came with me with ear rubs. I knew about it, but you know, whatever. But yeah, we're just gonna try to fix it up. So I think that it's going to just look best with a black. I think it is supposed to be black with like brown undertones, but you know what? We're just gonna make it black because it will just look the best. So I got this cheap little, sorry, not in the frame, little Craft Smart acrylic paint. I just find it easiest to use. I'm not an artist. I don't really customize horses, and if I do, it's in pastels. So I just got these three basic colors, espresso, white, and black, just for when it comes to times like these when I just need to touch up a horse. So yeah, if I am at a show though, I will always take pastels with me. I always take black and brown. Most of the time I take 2 different shades of brown, like a lighter and a darker. But yeah, so I think first we're actually just going to try to do it with the pastel and see if that works well enough, and if not, then I will put the acrylic paint over it. But most of the time I feel like the pastels blend in the best together, but not all the time. I have this espresso has saved me so many times. I have multiple horses with ear rubs, and that color like matched them perfectly somehow. Like it blended so well, like into, like you couldn't even tell that it had an ear rub. But I guess I just got lucky with getting this color. But yeah, so let's try to fix this ear rub. So if I do just like use a, like if I'm like normally pasteling, I'll just take like the pastel and shave it off with like an X-Acto knife or a scissor or something. But you guys can find lots of pasteling videos on YouTube. I'm just going to take this and just rub it on its ear pretty much. This is what I do at shows when I'm like really limited on time and I'm like, whoa, I need to put this horse out now. That happened to my Moxie actually. I almost like I was just like, oh my gosh, like how did that happen? It's like very common in like customs and resins because like I guess it's not like an OF paint. It gets off easier, I guess. Not all the time, but sometimes. But yeah, this actually helped me because it was on her black like tail and I think on her mane too. This guy actually already has a rub on his mane right here, so we're gonna fix that up too. But let's first try this. Alright, so this black actually is not working that great on him, like the pastel. So I think I am just going to try the other thing. I think the pastels work better with customized horses rather than OF horses, but not all the time. Sometimes the pastels will work just fine, but for whatever reason he is not taking it, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this little Craft Smart thing, and we're just gonna take this little brush. I need to wipe it off. I'm literally just gonna take the cap and oops, sorry, and just like take some of the black out of it. Not too much though. And then just kind of literally just paint it on his ear, and that looks so much better already. Yay! He also does have a rub on this ear too, but it wasn't as noticeable. I'm trying to see if it's like from the front. Sorry, the lighting's really weird too. I'm using like this little lighting thing, and yeah, sorry. And there's like no natural light outside right now because it's a gloomy day. But there's also a, oops, I already got black on me. Oh well. I don't think I changed anything. So I don't know if you guys can see this rub right here. It's hard to see in this light. This light is so, it makes it so weird. But we're just gonna put the little black over it. And it literally is such a quick, simple fix. Just gonna check if he has any tail rubs. Oh, and he does. I don't know how this guy, he came to me this damage, but okay, you guys are just not gonna be able to see it, but I guess I'll show you the rub. Okay, I think you guys can see it. Sorry if you can't. So we're just gonna very simply paint over that. Black horses are the easiest horses to fix. 100% true. Sorry, this guy's extremely dusty. But yeah, now he's all fixed up, and honestly, I could probably make this horse LSQ because he is very easy to fix up. But I already have so many thoroughbreds and I can't really think of another breed for him. So yeah, that was random. But yeah, there is how to fix a rub. Okay, final tip, trick thing. So, you're going to just need a pot, some water, and a stove or something else to boil water. So we are going to be fixing a warped leg. So if you guys watched my, what's it called, my collection tour, you would know that he has an extremely warped leg. So pretty much he just tips to the side. He does kind of stand. Try. He like will stand, but he's leaning a lot, as you can see. Oh, also here's my puppy. Her name's Scarlett. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, so we are just going to be trying to fix that. I actually started to fix it, but then I guess I thought that it was okay, but then it wasn't. And then I was like, oh wait, well, I'll just wait because I knew I wanted to film this video. So, my dog is attacking my foot. Thanks. So yeah, let's just show you what to do. So I already have the water boiling, obviously, because it takes a while to boil water, especially with the gas stove, which I've kind of figured out. But pretty much all you're going to have to do is put the model's leg in the water. Obviously his tail and other foot is going to be a little bit in there. And just kind of let it sit there for a while. Not too long, obviously, but a good amount of time that it will be able to... Scarlett, can you please shut up? Then, yeah, so we're just going to sit there for a few seconds. Okay, so I'm going to take it out of the water quickly. I don't know how to sit with this camera. And pretty much just try to move it so it gets a little bit more straight. You need to be very careful that it doesn't freaking snap off, because I've heard sorry about that happening, but it may take you a few times to get it right. So I'm actually gonna put it in one more time, or a few more times maybe, because he's still leaning a lot. Okay guys, so he is fixed to the best of my ability. Okay, I fixed him. It was actually the other leg. So it was the leg that he was standing on. So he is actually completely straight now. I think I'm just going to leave the back leg for now. I may try to fix it up a little bit later, just because I think that I bent it like weirdly. But he's standing perfectly, and that is kind of the end goal. So yeah, he is looking good. Alright, so that is actually all the hacks and tips and tricks that I have for you guys today. If you guys have any more like hacks and tricks and stuff, leave them down in the comments below. I'll try them out and maybe make a part 2. Yeah, also if you use any of this, and tell me how it works for you. And yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram at xxbreyerchat. And I hope you guys found these helpful. Sorry if they were obvious for a few of you, like collectors out there. I feel like most of them are, but I don't know. Okay, but yeah, these are well known, but for the newer collectors coming in, they will now learn. Like, if you already haven't, subscribe if you already haven't. We want to try to get to 2K by Christmas. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to stay fabulous. Bye!